My name is Henry, and I'll be doing this product demonstration today. Just make sure everybody can hear me. You can type in chat if you can hear me fine. Now this will be a one-way presentation, so the viewers will not be able to participate in the discussion. There is a chat box to ask any questions. And before I start the AutoReminder and the IVR Studio presentation, I would like to just give you some brief background information on Voicent Communications. Now, who we are, Voicent has been a software product development company since 2001. We are located in Mountain View, California, the famous high-tech Silicon Valley hub. It's on the Google campus. If you Google us, you will see our headquarters. It does. Now Voicent is dedicated to developing affordable communication software that helps people, businesses, and communities share information, exchange ideas, and build strong relationships. We provide automated dialing software for call centers. We have AutoReminders for medical clinics and hospitals, and as well as MAD broadcasting software for voice, SMS, and email. Things that we offer is we always aim to simplify the complex, to basically make technology simply work with no effort to run. Provide voice communication, email communication, and SMS text message communication, click ease, and two-way communication, so you can communicate back and forth, not just one time. Network. We also offer advances in the software development to other software professionals. We have an extensive API anyone can take advantage of. We'll enable them to integrate sophisticated technology into their interface and their day-to-day routines. Main product offerings is the AutoReminder product. Now this is for medical offices throughout the United States, not limited to United States as well. Through major U.S. news media, including New York Times, Washington Post, Huffington Post, and the Associated Press. Deployed worldwide. And some of our customers include University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center, Senia Hospital, and many more. Questions about our company itself. Seconds here to answer some of those. You can use the chat box in the bottom right to communicate with any of your questions. All right, so if there's no questions, and if you have any pre-sales questions, direct those to sales@voicent.com. They'd be able to happily help you with that. Directly with any of those questions as well. With the AutoReminder presentation. The software that I have open here that you see, now this is going to be our AutoReminder software. Start screen here, so all users when they install our software will see this interface. And the AutoReminder is perfect for any business that has a time-sensitive appointment. So if you have something that has to be reminded 1 day before, 1 hour before, 1 minute before, you want to notify them prior to their scheduled appointment, this software can accommodate that. There's not just 1, 2, there's probably around 4 or 5 ways you can schedule appointments with our system. I'm going to be showing you the most commonly used scenarios, followed by demonstration of it. Before I show you the software, I just want to show you what it can actually offer. One of the things that the AutoReminder will accommodate is we have a multiple room system. So if you're a big clinic with multiple rooms, reminders can contain the room number with any location, different addresses, different cities altogether. Your system to accommodate multiple doctors, dentists. Multiple user system will let any appointments imported into the software. You can categorize them by their doctor, and you can see the appointments for that specific doctor if need be. Customizable. Some of the other things is we have a server client capability. So if you want multiple receptionists to manage the software, you could have multiple ones scheduling appointments, updating, managing the data. This software can be accessed at multiple places at the same time. You'd basically have your own cloud. Now let me go ahead and show you some of the options within the software. Show you our telephone designer, followed by the email designer, followed by the SMS designer. Import any appointments into the software. I want to show you how you design the actual phone calls. System provided one that will come with the software that 80-85% of what you want. Have a simple designed one here for the answer machine. Then we have a design for the human pickup. So you can actually design two separate messages. Between the two, which will allow user input, and one message won't, because the answering machine will not be able to confirm, reschedule, or cancel the appointment. This design here, by using computerized text-to-speech, that the computer will talk for you. If you want the computer to say the start time, the start date, and their contact name, because that would be dynamic, actually personalize the message for your client, which is great. Is you can mix and match recorded audio files, and a pre-recorded audio file would be your voice recorded on a WAV file or MP3. In tune, be used with this software, text-to-speech. So whatever part of the message, like you see here that I have highlighted, this is an appointment reminder for, that would be static. That's not going to change per phone call. So that would most likely be pre-recorded. Is going to be received from the actual appointment reminder, as well as their start time and the start date. So at the end of this, we want to go ahead and user what to press to confirm. So for this demonstration, we have please press 1 to confirm, press 2 to reschedule, and the press 2 to reschedule can actually transfer directly to your receptionist. Tell them to press 3 to leave a message, or press 4 to replay this reminder. And that gets added there. So the phone call would start from the top and go to the bottom. It would say, hi, this is an appointment reminder for Henry. You have an appointment at 6 p.m. on the date of Thursday. Confirm, press 2 to reschedule, press 3 to leave a message, or press 4 to replay the reminder. The answering machine is going to be entirely the same, except it won't have the actual confirmation. Now let me go ahead and show you the email designer. As friendly as possible. So once you actually know how to design a message, it's pretty intuitive. It's pretty simple. You should be able to change it whenever you need to. reminder is almost the exact same. The email is going to say hello, contact name from the software. You have an appointment at on their start date. Things here, the appointment date, time, name are all dynamic. And then the same thing for the text message reminder here. Is this one's going to use the name, date, and time from the auto reminder, as well as use the confirmation and response system. So having the person reply yes to the text message would confirm the appointment. Having the user reply no to the text message would cancel the appointment. Get some data imported in here. So one of the methods and the most commonly used way to get appointments into the software is through just importing a CSV or text file. Most EMR systems offer the ability to export, and when you export in your system, it's going to most likely look something like this. It's just going to contain number, their appointment time, other information, the doctor's name here, where they want to receive the text message on. Import this text file. When you import the text file, you can tell it when to call in that text file. You can tell it to ask you, or you can tell it to call right now. So in my import file, I have it set to ask me when to call the users. So in most cases, you're going to want to call them 24 hours before their appointment. So let me go ahead and import those. It's imported. Here we have those 5 into the system. And the email and text message are being sent out right now. So I just received those. Emails are sent out, but the phone reminders will be sent 24 hours before. 1 p.m. today, the system will call Mike, followed by 1:30 for Devin. These 2 here are pink. Then we have 2 greens and 1 white. Are related to the actual doctor that these appointments are for. We have 3 calendar users, which are specific doctors. And by selecting a specific user, you'll see those appointments related to them. And we have the 2 pinks there, Henry Smith, 2 greens from Michael Vargas, or you can just view all. Notice we have this white marker in the top left there. Now, this software will be real time, and that white top left will actually show you that user's response. So if they pressed 1, 2, they didn't confirm, they rescheduled, it'll update in real time to the email. And all 5 appointments were set with this email address, so we received 5 of them. Reminder, this is fully customizable, but for this demonstration, it's just very simple, very basic. You'll receive an email that looks something like this. It tells them their appointment time and the specific date of that appointment. So all of these look the exact same, only the name were dynamic. So that's only part that's going to change. Email reminders, phone reminders, SMS reminders. So for those, the data that you do get imported, when you want to keep track of what's happening in real time, when you have, say, 50 appointments per day, you actually won't be able to visually look at this if you have a lot of appointments. They might be scheduled close together like that. we have a reminder report that'll actually let you see in real time all of the appointments that you have through a given time frame. You needed to select a specific calendar user, if you wanted to export this file back out somewhere else, who you called, when you called them, his name was, confirmation they had if they had one, and information about the call. These ones have been scheduled, not called yet. These ones have been called and connected, and they did not confirm. Phone calls, reminders, and email reminders, respectively, as well. For the calendar users is pretty basic. We have created. Going into these calendar users, you can have customized audio files. So if you wanted the software to be able to tell your client which doctor that they should have their appointment with, you can actually use that inside the outbound phone call, text message, or email as well. We just have the background color right here, which will show what that color in the beginning, the pink, we had the green and the white. So the background color is going to depend on what that doctor sees as his appointments. Having his own callback number, alternate phones in case they want to reschedule to different phone numbers. File, or we'll just use computerized text-to-speech to speak Henry Smith. Same thing for the other calendar users here. So we have the green and the appointments for Henry Smith updated respectively there. So we have that one changed to yellow. So now the same thing for the multiple calendar, the room systems is if you have a specific suite in your office that you want people to go to, that can also be used in your outbound here. So let me show you how you can implement number into your outbound message. Let's go ahead and add new input. And we use text-to-speech here. We'll just say, you need to visit room. Let's move that up so that it plays that before their options. So we move that one up. Instead of that, add something after, you need to visit room, followed by their room number. Software, let's go ahead and move room up first. Now this will tell the software to say, you need to visit room, and then whatever you have defined as a room, it could be suite 7, it could be number you need. Followed by designer. It's pretty intuitive and easy to use. And then along with sending out the dynamic telephone, email, SMS reminders, since they're all fairly the same, and we have the reminder reports to keep track, do a phone reminder here to show you how the white box will update in real time with that call status. So right now this call is pending because it's scheduled 24 hours before. All right now, created. So I changed the actual reminder time. Let me go ahead and tell it to call at this time here. So it's the appointment will be for 2 p.m. to 2:30. on Thursday. And we're going to tell it to call right now with test. Finish. Now that one here should be calling me right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and confirm this. Okay, so I confirmed that phone call. Now let's go ahead and wait for that to update in real time. Now, some of the other ways that you can get data into the AutoReminder is we have numerous ways. We have an API, we have a web interface, we have the actual AutoReminder software here. We also provide a basic web interface that can actually let you schedule the reminders on the fly. So if you want to list your appointments for a specific time frame, this date, one's been scheduled on the web interface. And then if you go back, you can actually schedule the one specific here. The contact's name, number, user is it for, appointment time, let's make their start time 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. And then we're going to use the system provided one, and we're going to look for confirmation call. We're going to tell it to call now. Then you can put the room in the category or notes. Just go ahead and add that appointment. New appointment generated. And it should be added in to the actual dialer as well. That new one added immediately. So let me go ahead and confirm this phone call as well.
For Henry Schultz, you have an appointment with Henry Smith at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. If you cannot make it and would like to reschedule, please call our number at 408-665-1687. To confirm this appointment, please press 1. To cancel, your appointment is confirmed. Thank you and goodbye.
That was triggered from the web API. And if you notice to the left of Henry Schultz there, we have the blue notification showing that was confirmed. And then this one scheduled for 3. This one was only a voice reminder. So if all methods have been confirmed, it'll have the green check there. So that's actually going to show you who confirmed all notifications sent out. This one still has the SMS and the email. So it'll show that they actually confirmed at least one of them. As well, call made, it's been confirmed. So that was basically triggered from the web interface, and it's a pretty dynamic audio file, and the system provided one that you just saw was actually pretty good. It uses a mix of text to speech to speak my and the doctor's name, and every other aspect of the phone call will be pre-recorded audio files. So that covers most of the commonly used aspects of the software. So some of the other things that I can show you before we move on to the IVR is just a client-server system here. So like I was speaking in the beginning, if you had multiple receptionists that you wanted to manage this software, you could have multiple appointment books running at the same time. Have password authenticated users logged in remotely or remote clients being ran so that numerous people can access your AutoReminder software by us. Space people as well. So if you want to use our software as a service, this would let you give it out to other people. And then inside the software, for people who purchase it, we have a lot of product walkthroughs, frequently asked questions. We have quick start guides built into the software. Is actually a report problem feature. So people who purchase our software will get lifetime email support, and that might sound bad, but it's actually really useful. Is this button inside the software will report problem if you get stuck anywhere in the software or something's acting weird and you don't know what to do. They send full system logs to our tech support team. Then they can review these and get back to you within 30 minutes to an hour. And these logs contain almost everything about your system. So if there's a problem, they can definitely find it. If you're importing a doctor and for some reason it's not working for a specific one and you don't have the time to troubleshoot it, we actually integrate tools into the software to make sure you're always up and running, there's no downtime, and that the software is doing exactly what you want. And then besides all the helpful articles and the support mechanisms that we use, the software is pretty customizable. We have 1-day views, we have 7-day views. With dates on the calendar, there's no limit to it. So you can have appointments everywhere. So if you notice, we have a lot of the old illustrations here. So we have some of the old ones there, some of the old ones there. Just this week's appointments. Then we have like a category system. So if you want to categorize specific types of reminders, if you clinic that does one thing and then another clinic that does, they're separate. So you might have medical, then dental, and this software could accommodate both. As searching appointments, if you wanted to find somebody that was with a specific doctor. Just to reiterate, this software can support huge hospitals that have hundreds of doctors down to the smallest clinics with just one doctor. Software can scale as high as you need it and as low as you need it, so it's tailored for everyone. So that's pretty much all of the main used aspects of this software. Now, if anybody has any questions about anything here that would not be sales related, feel free to ask those now. And this AutoReminder demonstration will be recorded, so if anybody would like a copy just to review it, you can request that by emailing me at this address, and we can send you a copy of this demonstration. All right, so if nobody has any questions, I'm just going to give it about a minute here, and then we'll start on the IVR Studio. That was it for the AutoReminder demonstration. We'll be following up with the IVR momentarily. If anybody had a problem communicating in the chat, feel free to now. The new participants did not have the chat enabled, so I have that enabled now. So if anybody has any questions, just want to repeat that you can use the chat in the bottom right there. It was disabled for new participants, but you should be able to use that now. You should be able to chat. If you're not able to, you might have used the web interface, which might not have it. But if you do have any questions, just go ahead and send me an email, and I'll be able to address those as well.